I would want to invite to the podium the Director General of our organization to say a few words, to address us, and to prepare for receiving the letters from Ambassador.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Severin. Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain to the OECS, Your Excellency Jose Maria Fernandez Lopez de Turisco, colleagues, friends, ambassadors from various countries, Brazil, Morocco, Venezuela, France, Mexico, colleagues of the OECS. Excellency, it is a distinct pleasure to welcome you to the premises of the OECS Commission and to accept from you the documents accrediting you as Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain to the OECS. The occasion of your presentation of letters offers a great opportunity for both the OECS and Spain to reflect on what we have achieved together thus far and to look forward to what we can accomplish in the future. And our preceding discussions, I think, have laid a good basis for that. The relations between Spain and the OECS can be described as exceptionally close and friendly, with a strong tradition of mutual support. The OECS-Spain friendship spans decades, ever since Spain first established diplomatic relations with our member states at the bilateral level and more recently at the regional level. In actuality, Spain became the first country on the 21st of January 2009 to establish formal diplomatic relations with the OECS as an organization. In effect, the first country to give practical expression to the growing recognition of the regional and international stature and potential of the OECS. The OECS therefore places great value on its friendship with Spain and has been very appreciative of the country's expressions of solidarity and goodwill over the years. For its part, Spain has become well known throughout the OECS for its personable style of engagement with the region. Both the OECS and Spain subscribe to sound international practices and are strongly committed to the principles of democracy, the rule of law, and good governance. As outward-looking economies, the OECS and Spain view regional integration as a vital enabler of growth and development in the new global economic environment. Indeed, our common values and shared global interests are the threads which we continue to weave the tapestry of our engagement. Spain is a strong partner and contributor towards long-term capacity development in the region. In 2008, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the OECS and Spain for the education and training of OECS Foreign Service officers at Spain's prestigious diplomatic school. In April of 2009, the OECS and Spain signed a declaration of intent to pursue cooperation in a wide array of areas, including oceans governance, legislative drafting, diplomatic training, the OECS Economic Union, environmental management, and economic development. Additionally, Spain has promoted linguistic training throughout member states through the provision of internet-based Spanish courses designed by the well-known Instituto Cervantes. And from 2010 to 2012, professors of Spanish were engaged in the teaching of Spanish as a second language at the OECS Secretariat. And I think today we will be signing some continuation of that collaboration. Furthermore, over the years, member states have benefited from invaluable and pragmatic cooperation with Spain at the bilateral level. The Spanish Agency for International Cooperation and Development has funded activities and projects in various fields such as human resource development, tourism, agriculture, including high-tech farming, and health. Additionally, technical and financial resources have been channeled to the OECS through multilateral organizations such as the European Union. Excellency, we live in a world that is increasingly interdependent and complex. In recent times, countries around the world, the globe, whether large or small, rich or poor, developed or developing, have had to face major challenges in the economic, social, and political spheres. The member states of the OECS and the member states of the Eurozone Monetary Union have not been spared. Within the last few months, however, encouraging signs have begun to appear. A number of countries, including yours, are beginning to experience growth, and while still in the early stages, there is every reason to expect the trend to continue. Spain is one of those countries whose economy is beginning to experience growth, and I would wish to take this opportunity to commend the country's leaders for their political will, as well as their people for their courage during the period of austerity. We in the OECS have had to face our own challenges, and our response has been to deepen and intensify the process of integration in which we have been engaged over the last 33 years. Today, member states of the OECS are working assiduously to give effect and meaning to the idea of a single economic space to which they have committed themselves. While the European Union speaks to greater growth, competitiveness, and productivity for the region, the overarching objective of the OECS integration model, the building of a prosperous society for the well-being of citizens, encapsulates all three pillars of sustainable development: the economic as well as the social and environmental dimensions. In this way, the OECS region is poised to take advantage of a new phase in its relationship with Spain and to take the strategic partnership to another and higher level. We can and must expand cooperation in new and diverse areas. Some promising areas for cooperation are climate change, disaster risk management, and renewable energy. Together, we can explore these and similar opportunities for collaboration. I should add tourism, since we spent some time discussing that. Today, Excellency, we celebrate both our robust friendship with Spain as well as your accreditation as your country's representative to the OECS. I wish to assure you that Spain can count on the OECS as both a partner and a friend, and I look forward to working with you to strengthen that friendship and to realize lasting benefit to our respective peoples. Please accept my best wishes for success in your duties as Spain's ambassador to the OECS. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director General. At this point, I would wish to invite Ambassador to present his letters and to say a few words to the gathering.
The letter of my Minister of Foreign Affairs and Development Cooperation, by which I am appointed Ambassador Plenipotentiary and Extraordinary to your organization. And Your Excellency, Director General, senior officials of the organization, distinguished fellow colleagues of the Diplomatic Corps, and ladies and gentlemen, Spain and the nations of the Caribbean have a common history dating back many centuries. This shared history provides a solid foundation for the building of promising and mutually beneficial relations. The Caribbean region holds a special place in the affection of my country. In addition to traditional ties, over the past 15 years, Spain has adopted a Caribbean policy driven by our economic and political interests and directed not only at the Spanish-speaking countries, but to all the nations of the region. And today we are one of the European countries with the largest diplomatic presence in the area. We have resident embassies in Cuba, Dominican Republic, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Haiti, through which we maintain diplomatic relations with all countries of the region. And we are also active observers in regional organizations like the Association of Caribbean States, CARICOM, and of course the OECS. Spain and your organization have been partners for many years. Spain has been one of the first countries, I think it's the first, in nominating an ambassador permanent representative to the organization. The OECS has benefited from Spain's support in its idea of promoting a diplomatic school for the Caribbean. Spain granted the resources to carry out a feasibility study for the design and construction of the new OECS headquarters in St. Lucia. Besides, Spain has contributed to the training of OECS staff in learning Spanish language, and now we are signing an MOU to increase cooperation in this area, which will include the appointment of a lecturer to provide assistance to the OECS. But we want to do more. Spain is in the process of expanding its presence in the Caribbean, especially in the areas of political dialogue, trade and investment, and cultural affairs. And we believe that your organization, with its track record of successful initiatives, can be an excellent interlocutor to partner with. Thus, we would like to go beyond the mere diplomatic observation and increase our level of involvement and commitment. Therefore, and a token of our interest in expanding our presence, I'm glad to announce that the Spanish diplomat will be detached shortly to Castries and charged with the specific task of liaising with the OECS. I'd like to underline the fact that Spain has a very special sensitivity for the Caribbean region. Its problems and expectations, vulnerability, climate change, security threats, health, financing of development, aid for trade, and so on, many Caribbean countries trust us, since we can be a solid ally with no strings attached or hidden agendas. We have accepted the task of advocating in favor of the Caribbean in those international fora where we have a say, like the European Union, the G20, and since January next year in the UN Security Council. And for this reason, we can offer your organization a spirit of collaboration and trustworthiness. Finally, all that remains for me to do at this juncture is to thank you for the very warm welcome that has been extended to me and to assure you of my willingness to work with OECS with enthusiasm and dedication. I really thank you.
Yeah.